Yo, what is good, my anime people? What is good, yo? Oh my god. So, I was pretty happy with this week's episode of a certain magical index. We got to see Index, you know? Like, that's a good episode. Review over. Um, but with this web episode, we really get to see some interesting, like, just like battling skills. I feel like Zero Out was a very like close to Imagine Breaker S move, which was pretty cool in my opinion. Even though it seemed kind of useless for somebody who, you know, wasn't smart enough to continuously take that approach of using it continuously, but maybe just because of knowing how it worked, he was just outsmarted much quicker. But seemingly with Zero Out, he could pretty much stop or like dull any weapon or attack like done towards him, and because of that, it was just impossible to reach him at one point. And then next thing you know, this guy changes up his tactic with like sneak attacks and stuff like that, which pretty much was the reason why he earned this ability in the first place by taking out someone with sneak attacks. So it's like you should have known sneak attacks were the most effective thing on you. And not only that, holy crap, I destroyed him. Um, and not only that sneak attacks were effective against you, but the fact that um, if you're going against someone not honorable, like someone you would call unhonorable, like a mercenary, um, he would be bound to use those types of attacks. So he should have had some type of follow-up plan for the one way that it's hard for him to actually take damage. So that's just my opinion for that character who got bodied this week. But at the same time, he's going against someone that has been fighting for quite a bit. So for him to lose to someone who's honorable and willing to take, the good route out and stuff like that, it only made sense, in my opinion, that, oh my God, he's gonna go eat him. Oh, ugh. But yeah, in the episode, you kind of feel like there's gonna be something, crazy between them, but really it was almost a blowout once he figured out that he just needed to do some like sneaky-esque attacks. So I was pretty happy that they went with that route. It was a fun fight. It also made me want to see this guy fight a lot more, but knowing that he's not really on our team kind of stops that from happening simply because um, he's probably got a bigger role in the grand scheme of things when it comes down to who he's gonna either fight, excuse me, who he's either gonna fight or who he's gonna need to fight sooner or later. I have a bad feeling he might get like hurt decently by the girl who already has something that's very powerful that can cut through 3 dimensions, 3 freaking dimensions. Um, so yeah, that seems like a pretty big problem to deal with. I mean, sure, she isn't nearly probably as combat oriented as him. Like, she's not been in fights and she's not been in wars like he has, even though she is the princess of war. I don't think she's actually been out there fighting with those people. So she doesn't have nearly as much experience with the weapon that we know of yet. I mean, there could be a quick flashback that's like, there was a time when she learned to use every sword in the world. So there's always that route that they can take at any time, just to make her character even that more scary with the blade that she has. But as of right now, what happened down low with Toma and Index and the other princess, seemingly is the reason why she's already like losing some blood, or like the sword itself is having an effect on her because part of it has been dampened or something along those lines. So it's already kind of writing itself in the sense of what could possibly happen to her, because of what, is going on just with certain things happening already. So that's just my feeling on the thing. I don't know where these stories usually go because unlike other shows, this show has a funny way of saying like, "Oh yeah, this show you seemingly know its rating," and then next thing you know, like some dark stuff just starts happening. So I really don't underestimate this show anymore of where it can go. I mean, for all I know, Index could be in a lot more trouble than I know, and the princess focuses all of her attention on just capturing her and, trying to use something that's, only Index can conjure about. Um, that's just one thing that could happen at this point. So it's all coming down to a very quick war. So far, like it's only been 2 episodes, I believe. So it's not that bad of a war. In the sense of like how fast it's going. For us, the fans, not so much the people there. Like seemingly, this is all happening in a night. So this is pretty rough for anybody living out there. But what I was gonna go into is seeing what's his face? Seeing Toma and just how many like allies he continuously makes. It only like I kind of question where they're going with this story. Like he has so many people that will like do anything for him or at least help him at a drop of a hat. Um, where does all of that leave us in this story? Like where are they taking it if all of these people are going to become his secret weapons or his good friends that, do these things for him? Oh my God, that was sick. Uh, sorry, I'm literally playing this game right now and I just did that on reaction. Um, but yeah, where does all this take? Where is this all gonna end? Um, and not to mention these characters, these side characters are getting so popular that now even Accelerator, who deserves it, is getting a spin-off series. Like the Bug Zapper, I think she's gonna have a reason why she shows up at this restaurant, maybe in her own spin-off, or they're going to completely exclude it until the end of this season, and then maybe have her do whatever she's doing as she leaves off in this season. Like that's how good this show is to some people. They just want to know what certain characters are doing. Not all of them, because I mean, sure, some people are gonna want to know what's happening to Toma and Index, but when you go and watch the Railgun show, there is no like real hardcore mention of what those two are actually doing, throughout the whole entire time the Railgun series is going on. And not to mention there are some like pretty crazy stuff going on within that series itself that I mean not necessarily carries over to what we're watching, but it kind of put into perspective just how much that character Mikasa has grown over the time of just meeting Toma and then implementing what she had learned, like in the sense of her watching Toma beat Accelerator. That changed her and made her think like, hey, if he literally beat him and he did what he said he was going to do, help me free my clones and stuff, I could probably do a lot more than I actually believe because I have a lot more power than him. And that kind of became her thing of helping, and it also made sense why she was part of the agency. I think she was part of the agency even before Toma helped her. So, she was trying to help people. She just didn't have that much faith that her power was actually helping as much as she can just like do damage to people, like fight. She didn't think that that was really helpful though, besides like beating up people that she saw needed beating up. So really cool stuff what they're doing with this show. I am actually surprised that people love these characters so much, or that the studio and the creator himself even had the like the drive to make these other series come to life, if they are like written in the manga, and if they are just like like they actually had these things going on, and the anime is like, that's really cool, we want it too, so you don't see that a lot, and I am pretty happy that we could be seeing Accelerator taking over his own series, and just having that crazy man at the helm at all times seems like a very fun time to me for some reason. But yeah, with that, my anime people, I hope you guys have a great day, night, evening, whatever the case. It is almost New Year's. There's so many games coming in January, February, and set, etc., etc. So, and with the expansion of Monster Hunter World, this game is going nowhere from my channel, for me using it for this types of videos. I mean, I'm literally playing right now, like, swing, I'm gonna swing and do everything right now, watch, blah, 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 blah. Like, and now I'm gonna not cancel that and roll after this, or, there we go, roll. Um, but yeah, since I play this stuff live, it's really stuff that I enjoy to play, and that I want to, oh my God, I didn't know where you coming from. And what I like to communicate through. So if you guys also have some of these games, I wouldn't mind like putting you guys on mute and hopping in some of the lobbies with you guys, and just, running some of the games, like even fighting games or whatever. But with all that being said, there's a lot coming, so expect some other games in the background. I'm not sure which ones, because you got to really like get on the game sometimes to really know which games are allowing what to happen. Because like a game called Berserk, for instance, I couldn't record a lot of it because all of the cutscenes are against the terms. So if some of these games have that same type of thing going for it, I just will stay away from it. So we'll see what we can use in the background later on, but thank you guys so much for the support. I'm going to get out of here and let you guys be free. But with all that being said, thank you again, guys, and I hope to see you in the next video. Alright, peace. Let me hit her with this for you guys. Bam. Oh, God.